I'm a personal trainer and fitness coach. My mission is to make the world a healthier place through fitness and nutrition. Hey, I'm Gam and welcome to our channel.
When I first met with Maya, I can say that she had a bit of misguided goals. She wanted to build more glutes, but she had some misconceived notions of exercise and of the ideal physical body, as you can see her describing here. So what we did with the exercise is I tried to give her some more functional, helpful exercises that are going to help accentuate her posture and build a better foundation for her to start lifting more weights.
Maya told me she had very strong core strength, and I wanted to measure that by having her do a plank on a stability ball. Now, this was, as you can see over here, very difficult for her. She couldn't keep herself up properly, and that doesn't mean that she's not strong or she's not able to lift a lot of weight. What that means is she lacks an intermediate to high level of core stability. And what we did was, as you're going to see, we downgraded the exercise shortly.
Now what I'm noticing here with Maya when she does the plank is that her lower back is arched, and that's a big problem when you're doing a plank. And I'm showing her right here what is the cat-camel position. If you're familiar with yoga, you've seen this position. And it shows her how your pelvis should be tilted when you're planking. Now, if your pelvis is what's called anterior tilted, like I'm showing right here, rather than posterior tilted, so if you think about the bucket, then you're going to be not really working your core well. You could see her plank right here. I'm trying to have her tilt her pelvis the right way. It's hard, and this is a really common problem when you don't work out with the right proportions. And I'm showing you right here, she has that overarch in her lower back. Now, it isn't a huge problem here. And in fact, if you have a giant butt muscles, you might think that looks great, but in reality, what that could put is a lot of pressure on your lumbar or your lower back. So here we come back to the ball with the correct form, and it's still difficult for her to maintain the proper pelvis position, but she did make an improvement. And it isn't that she's not very fit, she's super fit. The problem that I point to is misinformation in the fitness industry currently in the Dominican Republic and in certain countries where they value big muscles rather than proper form. So here I'm teaching what's called an anti-rotation exercise. This is called the Paylof Press, and this is where you work against the resistance of the band pulling you to rotate, and literally your obliques and your internal muscles of your core are working to keep your body from rotating. So for Maya, she feels this rotation and she has to keep herself upright. And that's the purpose of this exercise. So as you notice today, both of the core exercises don't involve actual movement of the spine. On the contrary, they involve forces that are trying to move your spine, and your core muscles, which are all the muscles that make up your abdominal region, work to control the movement and stabilize. Now here I'm showing her a really good back exercise in which we start out posteriorly extending our shoulder, so our shoulder to the front. We pull our elbow back and we rotate. Now, as I've explained, Maia is very strong. She's clearly working probably with people that are having her lift weight, but I tried to give her some advanced exercises, and I found that she struggled with more advanced movements. And I'm not trying to criticize Maia, but I'm criticizing the industry that failed to prepare her to perform dynamic movements properly, which is, a lot of this industry in the Dominican Republic is dominated by people that take steroids, perform improper movements, don't eat right, and this is what I found to be the case with somebody like Maya that puts so much work in the gym, but is really not being trained to be a dynamic athlete that's able to use her body to the most advanced to the utmost manner. But she learned a lot today, and she did a great job. And we learned anti-extension, anti-rotation, and some great back exercises.
Gracias, da like y suscríbete al canal.